Coming at you from what might turn into the Thunderdome. It's time for another episode of Rage Across the Internet, your very favorite Werewolf the Apocalypse podcast. I'm your host, Porter. To my left, we've got producer Joey. Imagine that.
Hey, guys.
To my right, the man of mysticism himself, Daniel the Tyrant Tyson. What's up, buddy?
I like that one.
I'll have to change it.
Hey-o.
How we all doing?
I'm doing pretty good.
I'm good now.
All right.
Good to be here.
Yeah, it's a good, nice day. A little hot, but nice day nonetheless.
Yeah.
Great day for recording some weird shit. And we got some weird shit for us today.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes, we do.
But before we get into that, let's take a quick moment to go over the news.
Yes.
Yeah.
The business as it was.
That's the business, definitely. Hugh Lewis is not here. Maybe we shouldn't say the news. We got our contest is still going.
Yes.
You know, that is, we remind you guys, we have through the month of August been running a contest. It's we didn't officially name it, but shill for us, please. So all you have to do...
I like that. Shill for us, please, the contest.
Shill for us, please, the contest.
Named. Done.
Look
Good
at
job,
that.
Joey.
Only halfway through. It only took us half the month to figure that out.
Cut and print.
All you've got to do is take a screenshot of you...
Promoting the show.
Yeah, singing our praises, maybe having a go, whatever. Just helping get the word out to get more people in here to enjoy the show, hopefully as much as you do.
But there is one caveat on that.
Well, there's some hoops, but not many.
No.
You know, you cannot be advertising in the Werewolf the Apocalypse Facebook group. Because you know we're already there, and come on.
Yeah. Let's not do that.
Yeah.
A little too on the nose.
We're there enough. Also, you know, you have to take that screenshot and post it on our forums, which means you have to be a member of our forums. But good news.
And it's easy and free.
It's easy and free. And it also will lead you to our Discord link.
Yes.
And you'll want to be on our Discord.
It's a lot of fun.
It's a lot of fun. We're there a lot to hang out. We talk werewolf. We talk nonsense.
Mainly nonsense.
Yeah. Well, there's a lot of werewolf
There's
talk.
a good amount of werewolf talk.
There's still a lot more nonsense.
It's a good time no matter what.
Agreed.
And it's a really good group out there. In fact, shout out to our Discord crew.
Yeah.
You know, hope you guys are doing all right. We'll
See you later.
We'll be seeing you shortly. That's not because of spy cams. Don't get weird.
Maybe not seeing you. Definitely hearing from you.
You know, we've got, I want to take a second to thank all our patrons. You know, you guys are helping you're helping to make this possible. You're helping to make some new things possible that are in the pipeline.
Yeah, you're keeping the lights on and the ice cream frozen.
Right?
So Joey doesn't have to.
Thank you.
And thank you for checking out our store.
Yes.
A hive of... I was going to say cheap bullshit, but it's not. It's actually pretty nice stuff.
It's really nice stuff.
It's actually some good quality shit. We wouldn't sell you crap.
And hopefully by the time this airs, that shirt is in, and we know what it looks like, if it's running small or not.
And we will let you guys know in the description of that shirt if it fits true to size or if it's running small or large.
Yeah, because we want to make sure that when you pick up something, you're not pissed when it gets there.
Right.
You know, there's nothing worse. Like I'm sure we've all had that happen.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
you order
yeah.
a shirt and it shows up and it's not quite.
Yeah, if it's just a little bit too tight, it's
Yeah, it's no good.
no.
And then what? You spend all this money.
Exactly.
No, that's not what we want to happen to you guys. We want to make sure you know what you're getting. We want to make sure you like what you're getting. Because, I mean, fuck, come on.
We want you to like what you're getting.
Yeah, just that could be enough, right?
That is enough.
So keep an eye on the store, because there'll be more stuff there.
Oh, yeah.
T-shirts not available. It should be by the time this comes out.
That's the hope, but
But we're also adding new stuff.
we are.
Yeah.
And we're open to suggestions.
Yeah.
So,
if,
you know...
if you want to see something, let us know.
Yeah, post on the forums, get us on Discord, email us, rageacrosspodcast@gmail.com.
Boom.
You know how to get us. We're around. We want to hear what you have to say.
Yeah. So, anything else in the news?
Yeah, I don't think there's anything pressing.
Good.
So, I'm going to hand this over to you, Producer Joey. What the Sam hell is going on today?
Okay. So, we decided, well, when I say we, I mean me, decided to have a little fun this episode. So I found some story prompts, like things to get you thinking about plot lines, plot seeds, things that you can take and you can run with. So I hit the boys up on Discord in our admin chat, and I was like, hey, let's do this. We're going to take a story seed, we're going to read it, and then we're going to discuss it in 2 ways. So we've got the new player way of running the story seed and the experienced way to run it. And I like to call it the lazy way and the professional way.
I like that. That's just borderline mean enough to be right up my alley.
I was hoping for like a tinfoil hat episode, but I think we can probably squeeze a few of those in there.
We'll get you your tinfoil hat epised.
Oh, I've got it already. I'm just waiting to put it on.
He's got the tinfoil hat, or he's got the episode?
I think he has to leave.
Oh, I fired again.
I know he has to leave.
Don't fire me yet. Not yet. Not again.
Just the way he said that makes me feel like he's going to walk into that closet and come back out in just a tinfoil hat.
Oh, yeah.
I am Robot Dan.
That's where you want to go with that, huh?
That's the name you're coming up with?
Whew.
It's a big hat. It's got to cover a lot of stuff.
That's not what she said.
Oh.
Go home.
Take your medication. I think you forgot it this morning.
Jesus Christ.
This young man's getting a voice of the jackal stat.
Okay. So, enough clowning around. Let's get down to the business.
All right, let's see what's going to happen to me now.
Yeah. Let's make Porter miserable. So, the first story seed that I found, it's called Missing. The PCs are asked to look into a disappearance of Bonar kinfolk as a sinister black van prowls the streets, taking the stray dogs away. What would you do for a new pack?
All right. And I like how you brought the beginner and the, because it's something we believe here, before I get into it. It's something we believe here, but it's something I don't think we've actually specifically said. So it merits saying, I think maybe now, because we're about to do this, is, there's a lot of talk about the way to do things, the way to shoot for, and I stand by all of that shit. But the thing is Werewolf, when you're beginning, is not Werewolf later on.
Correct.
It's okay to be weird. It's okay to find your footing and find your skin. And, we talk about ring the bell and always do better, and that's true. And that can be true in the beginning, but that doesn't mean you're expecting, Melville. It's okay to write Dr. Seuss. It's okay to have a Happy Meal when you're 5 years old.
Yeah.
When you're 40 and you're Danny and you're about to get kicked out of the place and you're sitting in the ball pit like a weirdo, that's not the time for a Happy Meal. That's a time for filet mignon. That's what you get for earlier.
I'm not 40. I'm not... Never mind.
You're not
Doesn't
in the
even
ball
matter.
pit? Yes, you are.
No.
Just
keep going.
There's a lot of inaccuracies.
Yes.
My point is when you're getting started out, don't be afraid to be weird. Don't be afraid about wrong. It's...
When you're first starting out, I don't think there is a wrong.
Well, it's kind of what I'm saying. It's about growing and learning and finding your skin and learning about the craft and...
having fun and enjoying what you're doing.
Yes, it's implicit. Fine. Yes, that too, I suppose.
There are some people who, might be concentrating so hard and trying so hard that they're actually not enjoying it. And maybe roll that back a step and get a little ridiculous with the storyline and enjoy it.
Certainly that's the case. And, hell, even the experience, you can get weird sometimes.
Yeah.
But, the point is that there are 2 werewolves here.
Right.
It's werewolves for the beginners and werewolves for the vets, and those can be different things, and they have a lot in common. But it's okay here. What's okay here maybe isn't okay over here. But it is okay when you're starting, and it's fine.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I felt the need to make noise.
Yes.
Sorry. And get that out.
And at
the start of this.
If I pulled some rookie bullshit maneuvers, you'd call me on the carpet in a heartbeat.
A quick tangent on this. Mm-hmm. There was a video game came out a few months ago.
Okay.
I don't want to talk about the game. This is not game chat. But it was a remake of something that Tom and I were both big fans of.
Yes.
And he had beaten the game before me. Mm-hmm. the remake.
Yes.
And so I'm finishing it, and we're talking, and we're on the video chat, through the system.
Okay.
And he's like, no, wait, you should put me on mute while you do the ending, because I want to hear what you think about this. I want to hear it real time.
Okay.
And I'm mad about the ending. Mm-hmm. There are things about it I'm mad about.
Okay.
And I'm going on my tirade. He's loving it. And he goes, no, come on, man, that's not too bad. Come on, I don't think that was a problem. And I stopped and I go, what if I had done that to you at the table?
Yeah.
And he says I would have left the room and never come back.
Yeah.
Thank you.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
There's your answer.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah.
So the game, that because it was a remake, obviously, without getting too specific, but if certain things happened in that game when it was originally there, it would have been fine, but now that it's redone, it's stupid for it to happen.
Well, I think the point is where you are dictates whether that writing is acceptable.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Forget what I said then.
Yeah, you were over here. It's
okay.
Was it the beginning again?
You were rethinking that whole tinfoil hat business.
Yeah, probably.
Reevaluating his life.
Okay.
Yeah. So with that out of the way, I'm sorry. Please.
That's okay.
Yeah, Bonars
kinfolk are being abducted by a sinister black van that's prowling the streets. And the PCs are asked to look into it.
So, van full of puppies sounds like the Tommy Express.
Doesn't it?
It really does. That's where we got our Toms.
Toms.
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
Well, first of all, does it have to be lupus kinfolk? That seems like a really dumb idea.
Yeah.
I'd scrap that first and foremost.
I mean, it could be,
Well, I mean, the question is to say puppies and all that.
Yeah.
Is that just the term phrase they chose to use, or do they actually mean they're getting lupus kinfolk? Because it's different things.
Well, and the Bonars, we all know the Bonars don't have a lot of lupus kinfolk.
Which also changes the tone.
Right. It's more dramatic when their lupus kinfolk is getting puppy napped.
But I guess, from a storyteller side of it, you probably could change any of that, right?
Well, I guess because you guys are kind of running this gauntlet here, I'm asking if is that fair game?
I think for the new player, it might be a little more confusing.
So you think we play it as it lies?
Well, no.
That's fine.
I'm saying that for the lupus kinfolk to be grabbed.
Mm-hmm.
But then again, it's not even saying lupus kinfolk. It's just saying stray dogs.
Taking the stray dogs away, which implies Bonar kinfolk.
Right.
So, I think that's more of an elevated level for at least somebody who's read the Bonar tribe book and knows that the lupus kinfolk is more rare.
Well, I guess, do we play that out just as it said? Or I feel like we're just hemming and hawing away from this. Like I'm just trying to avoid the question.
Yeah, no.
Does it feel like I'm stalling?
I think change it up.
All right. Well,
maybe change it to make it easier for the newer player then.
Okay. Well, if you do the human kinfolk, right? If you go, there are bums disappearing off the streets.
Right.
That's already a bit helpful.
Yeah.
Because the cops don't give a shit. This is the world of darkness. No one gives a shit that there are bums missing. In fact, if bums isn't the term to use, no one gives a shit because this is the world of darkness.
Solid point.
So you're looking and no one cares. And no one pays attention. And that's already, it has a level of that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
You could work that around.
You can kidnap a PC.
Kidnap anyone.
But you know what I'm saying? Like, if you have a Bonar...
No.
Don't kidnap a PC?
That's not going to work.
Okay.
Well, I'll tell you what's not going to work. Forever ago. Mm-hmm. All right, this is early Silent Howl. We were probably still in junior high.
Okay.
Perhaps, maybe we were sophomores in high school. So all grown up.
All grown up.
We had a guy we knew come in and tell a story. Mm-hmm. He wasn't one of the regular group, but maybe he was going to try to be, and it just didn't work out. Whatever. But he told the story about one of the members of the pack getting kidnapped.
Okay.
So just like this, and we had to go find the guy. And so we're doing our A-plot, trying to find the guy. And we end up at a Rob Zombie concert, because
that's a B-plot?
Because that's how your mind works when you're that guy and you're 15, I guess.
Yeah, I guess.
He was kidnapped to a Rob Zombie concert.
Of course he was.
Because security is they've got security guards. You need to guard someone who you've kidnapped. I know, it makes sense. Perfect. Flawless.
With no witnesses.
But in the meantime, then he kicks us out of the room.
Okay.
And he pivots. Because now it's Ron's turn. Oh. He's the kidnappee.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
And he wakes up and he's tied to a chair. Alone in a room.
And he goes, Krinos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And walks home.
Now are you hunting for the kidnappee who's no longer there?
No, we ran into him in the lobby.
Oh.
And he just went home. And that's the story.
I think the Rob Zombie concert's the most exciting portion of that story.
So don't do that one.
So, no, if it's something larger, but for the sound of this story, it's the focus is the kinfolk. So what you do there in the easy version, the easy version is it's a group of Famor or even a pack of Spirals who are aware of a cairn in the vicinity but are unaware of where it is and are trying to get these kinfolk to get information out of them.
Okay.
That's the easy version.
That's still cool.
I didn't say these were going to be bad.
No, but being the easy version, that's still a really cool idea.
If you wanted it to be bad, he'd have a Rob Zombie concert in it.
Son of a... I was going to say that.
I was waiting. Kind of set you up. You didn't even realize it.
A little bit.
Silver platter.
It's just for he was going to be Weezer.
Okay. So, Bonar kinfolk are getting kidnapped. Advanced version.
Advanced version. You know what would be fun for me if I were going to write that story?
Yeah.
I would link it back to DNA.
Oh, okay.
And that what this is a attempt to experiment. Not only to find instances of GLS in the homeless population, but now they can experiment with vaccines and other such.
Yeah.
Maybe to try to give people GLS so they can cure it, and they're choosing this homeless population because no one gives a shit.
Right. And I mean, there's a reason that, medical test subjects are who they are from the populations they are.
Right. And I think you go, what's the difference? Essentially, it's not that different of a story.
But it is.
It's more specific.
Because now you're opening up to DNA and GLS as a concept and the goals of DNA. And I've always been fascinated with that. Because they're not evil.
No.
They're just misguided.
Yeah.
And they have a really good chance of being successful because they're misguided. And it's really interesting to me.
Yeah.
This is definitely a tinfoil hat episode.
So what else you got for me?
Alright, next one is Deja Vu all over again. The PCs experience an adventure their past lives undertook.
Ugh. Alright. This is one of those ones where we're going to get him on this one. In fact, when you put this together, how much of this was I'm going to annoy Porter and bust his balls? What percentage of the show is this going to be?
Maybe 50-50.
Ah, damn it.
I tried to pick the interesting ones. He picked the ones
that So Danny's out for revenge.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know about revenge. I think maybe ones that's going to make you think more. Which is a bullshit cop-out answer because I just want to see you struggle.
Revenge.
Yeah. Yep.
I'm going to think. I'm going to rethink my life choices.
Rethink back to the day when you invited him into the podcast.
Well, I think back to the day where Daniel Tyson used to be a member of this program, yeah.
Oh, man.
All right.
I like your interesting answers.
That's a soundbite. That's now a new drop.
That's going to be a drop. Okay, all right. I'm already annoyed with this concept.
Okay.
Because this is where I'm going to go with it. Fuck it, I'm going to answer. Because it implies a level of generational destiny that I find irksome. Mm-hmm. You know, it implies that your pack has been together spiritually through your past lives for generation over generation over generation. And to me, that kind of pees on free will a little bit.
Yeah.
Sounds a little bullshit.
You know, I wouldn't run that story.
Not at all.
No, I wouldn't. Sure, the werewolf, early werewolf, I wouldn't run that story at all. Advanced werewolf, I would make you, or members of the group, I might make different characters for the past lives and then revolve around one of your past lives.
Okay.
See, that makes a lot more sense.
It's just way too convenient. We've been buddies since the Stone Age.
Which, again, it sounds definitely bullshit.
Yeah. It's just me, I wouldn't do it. But yeah, I would maybe tweak it so it's about one of you who went on an adventure. And then at that point, what you can do is you can have a little more fun with that. Because it could be now about hunting down the ancestors of those other past lives.
Oh, okay.
To uncover a greater mystery or a secret that they don't maybe all remember. They remember it in bits and pieces through those ancestor spirits.
Okay.
That could be cool.
And each one has a little bit bigger piece than the last kind of thing?
Yeah, but in terms of the Forever Friends bullshit, get that out of here.
That's fair.
Joey, what do you got? Just next.
A Silverfang, who has been missing for many years, approaches the Sept and requests to join it. In reality, he's an agent provocateur for the Worm's forces, seeking to prepare the Sept for assault and conquest. And he also has a fetish that conceals his worm taint.
Well, would assume.
Yeah.
It's not as uncommon as it should be, frankly.
Happens a lot.
I can think of 3 different meta plot situations right now.
Yeah.
It's a little more frequent than it should be. Someone's got to get under that. Whoever's making those fetishes, they got to fucking...
They got to find the manufacturer.
Yeah, they got to stifle that shit.
Knock that off.
Well, here's where I get to be a huge pain in the ass.
Okay.
Okay.
Wait, you're not already?
Thank you. And you're welcome.
Yeah, I was gonna say you're welcome.
Yeah. All right. Is column A, early werewolf.
Yes.
We're gonna find out what column A, column B. I think that's what we're gonna do.
That's a good idea.
Yeah. Column A, you don't have to ask too many questions because you're just getting started.
Yeah.
So the devil maybe isn't so much in the details.
You can broad strokes that.
You can broad strokes that. So, I think you're instantly suspicious because he asked, it didn't say I'm a Silverfang and I'm in charge now and fuck off. But
so broad strokes.
Yeah, haha. But that could be really interesting. That's really like a long game to me, though.
Yeah.
I would have that NPC befriend the players because assuming, we're in this column A, this new player thing, that they're new and inexperienced Garu.
Right.
So he chose them specifically.
Because they're easily manipulated because they don't fucking know anything yet.
Exactly.
Kind of like how Vermilion had such an easy time snowing you guys.
Yes.
Because you were young and dumb and didn't even think. I remember the post-mortem of that. I was like, no one thought to use Sense Worm.
No.
He'd have lit up like a Christmas tree. No one bothered. So there's that.
Well, only one of us had that gift.
That's not an
But
excuse.
that one person didn't think to use it.
Besides the point.
No one checked the round and would have found the bodies. No one thought to look. No one thought to be suspicious. They took everything on face value. So that's what I do from column A. You'd befriend them and then get to use them in a plot to ultimately they're responsible for taking down that sept.
Right.
Column B, I have so many questions. I can't answer this. Those of you who pay attention to the Facebook group, not ours, I mean maybe ours too, but who've seen us seen me around Facebook. Sometimes people have questions about a character or like they want advice, and I come with all these damn questions. And it sounds like I'm being difficult, but it's not that I'm doing that. It's that I need the extra information.
Right.
So in this case, is this guy known to the sept? What is the sept? Is this a Silverfang sept? Is this a Bonar sept? Mm-hmm. Why is a Silverfang asking for permission in a Bonar sept? Why is, there's a lot of moving parts to that.
Yeah.
And then I think about that and think, why aren't the players instantly suspicious that he's here hat in hand going, can I please, sir, move into your hovel?
When it's a Silverfang.
Right. Where's his entourage? Where's his house? Why can't he? Why is he breathing poor people air? You know, there's a lot there to me that doesn't pass the sniff test.
Yeah.
From an older group.
Right.
You know.
No, I know where you're going with it. And yeah, it makes sense. And going back to the Vermilion thing, it makes me realize, yeah, we were still that really young, dumb group. Mm-hmm. And all these questions are now arise where if that were to happen again, it would play out completely different.
And you would actually probably overcompensate.
Probably, but
don't do that. But that's my advice to you. Don't do that.
It's because you like Vermilion, but
there's nothing to do with it.
No, but I think you find your groove and you find your level of paranoia.
Oh, mine or the
character?
Hunter? Oh, absolutely.
The character, you know, and so those questions become innate. Like you don't have to think of them. It's just stuff you grow accustomed to doing.
Oh yeah, but that character is built like that now. He's just that paranoid because he's been burned so many times.
That's yeah.
There's too much the other way, where you end up alienating people and making enemies that would have been friends, but you couldn't shut your craw and watch a thing, for example.
Right.
Okay, next one.
So the hidden. Mm-hmm. Something is urging the people of a local neighborhood, inciting them to acts of violence and abuse. What is it? How can it be stopped? And what do the local kindred have to do with it?
Okay. All right. Column A, nothing.
Leave that alone for the new guys, huh?
The kindred have nothing to do with it.
Oh, the kindred have nothing to do with it.
Yeah. What do they have to gain? What do they have to gain for kids riding in the streets? Or what have you? You know, who's responsible?
I mean, acts of violence and abuse. I mean, that's not...
That's just the world.
No, who's responsible is Venom Fang. They're the new hot band that's just starting to get their footing and tour. And you find out that the equipment that they are using is inclined to summon Banes or to weaken the will of those who hear the music played from it.
Oh.
And you lead that up a little spiral to a certain umbrella company that no one's ever heard of that starts with P.
No, the big P.
The big P.
I think we've talked about it enough. We can just say Pentex. I know you're trying to keep it from me because we haven't gone in that game yet, but I know what Pentex is.
Okay, but you and Tom, hopefully Tom knows what Pentex is also.
I would hope so.
But Crimson Ghost and Hunter have never heard the word before.
Yes, I understand that.
So I do it to keep you reminded to not go, I've heard of Pentex. You have not, you fucking liar. You take that back.
Hunter has not heard of Pentex.
No, from correct. Column B. I wouldn't go that way. I mean, you could go that way.
Yeah.
But I would do something else. Is I would link it to the local churches.
Oh.
It's more complicated.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is.
It's not that much different of a story, but it's a more difficult theme.
Yeah.
You know, and then you move into that corruption of the church, and whether that's 7th Gen or whether that's Bane related. Mm-hmm. You know, and at that point, are the kindred involved? I don't really think so either.
Dealer's choice at that point.
But yeah. I could see maybe certain groups of Sabbath thinking this would be funny.
Yeah.
So possibly. I wouldn't still, but that's just me. You could.
Right.
But yeah, I would do kind of the same thing. Just move with the clergy because it makes it more difficult. And then you have to stop and think about what you're fighting. It's not as cut and dry.
Yeah. And I think it, brings in a lot more difficult themes.
Yep. Which, again, I wouldn't give to the column A. It's my first year.
Right.
But, yeah, you've been at this 4 or 5 years. Get on it.
Okay. Cool. I like that.
Thank you.
Okay. Ready for the next one?
I am. And I want to stress, I haven't seen these.
Oh, yeah.
Well, these are definitely a surprise for them.
This is not radio tricks, okay?
No, like...
I was playing on my phone when they're fucking highlighting stuff.
Okay. So the PCs are involved in a mission to take out a vampire who's been involved with the local Pentex board. Just as they strike, another threat reveals itself in the form of a Naga, who stands ready to judge the werewolves for their actions.
Porter's pissed off right now.
No, I think he's having a stroke.
He's a little irritated.
No, I'm a little irritated.
Oh, you're a lot irritated.
First of all, I love the fucking Naga.
Oh, yeah.
I love the Naga. Mm-hmm. Okay? You know, there's something about the Naga bite, the level of damage a Naga bite does. Like, I can't stand up right now, I'll tell you that much. I love the Naga. But, and I'm looking at Naga Joe here. Naga Dave. All right, I'll say Dave because it's...
Okay. I was like,
keep
wait
some
a
distance.
minute.
I don't want to imply that you have anything to do with this.
I was like, wait, what?
I'm going to Naga Dave and going, what in the depths of your ignorance are you doing? You're going to choose now.
To show
this
up.
moment, yeah. When it's all fangs and bullets and bullshit.
To step forward.
To go, all, yeah, Jacob Marley on their asses. Are you kidding me? To say nothing to the fact that you can't let the vampire go.
No.
So why are you needlessly exposing your existence, which is a big no in your culture?
Just to judge.
For these fucking cubs that already don't matter.
Exactly.
Oh my God.
I knew this one would light you on fire.
Oh.
I picked this one.
God, bullshit town. That's what I'd call the story.
Oh, I love that.
So that was column A.
Okay. This is another one of those column A stories.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
This is a column A story entirely.
Just 100%.
Just hit it.
Yeah, and that's you're doing it. Okay, and there's like a first team in the vampire, and maybe some members of the board are in like the castle or wherever you're setting this dumb shit.
Okay.
And the Naga shows up, and you're like, oh no. And he's like, I'll help you. I'll save you. Was once a man. You know, and screams Cobra and fights alongside, and you can do all the cool shit. You know, he's spitting venom, and he's ripping people in half, and you can show off all those really cool Naga gifts. And your group's like, oh man, I want to roll one. Like, hey, thanks for helping us. And he's like, nah, I'm not here to help you. They just saw me. So, it's your turn. And that would probably be the way to do it, because we're not thinking too hard. And we're showing off all the neat things a Naga can be.
Right.
You know, and I'm going to give some benefit of the doubt, Naga don't travel solo.
Yes.
They're groups of 2 or 3.
Yeah.
So...
if you see one, you're already dead.
Yep, it's fucking close.
Dunyan rings.
Done. You are Dunyan rings. So you do that, maybe you have the first one dying because of wounds in battle, and it's like, well, you're going to pay, and maybe if they help the Naga, it still dies, but his partner's like, well, we was going to kill you.
But now since you helped,
we're going to let it
spare you.
But if you ever mention you saw us, it maybe puts a little mystical mark on them, which is bullshit, but you could just shut up, do it anyway.
Storytelling.
It's column A.
Yeah, that's column A.
Column B. We know better.
Yeah.
I was going to say, so that's the one where column B.
That's when you rewind back to my little rant there and how mad the things you said made me. Ugh.
Okay, Danny.
All right.
Hit him with the next one.
Mm-hmm. I think I have polio now.
All right. Riots break out after a child have fallen ill as a result of playing on chemically polluted ground. The signs to warn them were there, either stolen or never put up in the first place, depending on how dark your world of darkness is. The children became carriers of Banes who were hidden in the background and have now possessed lots of people, driving them to flip out and break stuff.
Okay, let's boil this down.
Please.
Riots have broken out because children who were playing on chemically polluted land contracted Banes, so they caught Banes, and then they passed them on. So they got a bad case of Bane pox.
Now,
So hand raised.
do the rioters have Bane pox? Is that why they're rioting?
Yes.
Because I can't imagine when giving a rat's ass in the world of darkness that a kid got sick.
No. So a child was a child or children. I mean, the grammar is...
It's not there. I read that verbatim.
Yeah, that was confusing.
It was bad. So children playing on polluted land caught Bane pox.
No one cares.
Then the Bane pox is transferred to the adults.
Right.
Which are causing the riots.
Who then start rioting.
So the riots in truth are about the Bane pox.
Not about the children.
Okay, that was my first step.
Yeah, nobody
because again, it's the
cares
world
about
of
the
darkness. No one cares that 5 kids got sick because of dirt or whatever.
No, they spread the Bane pox.
No, that'd have been my first tweak, frankly. So there you go.
But again, I read that verbatim. I apologize if it sounded like shit.
It was the
But
grammar.
I'm glad we took a step with it because
Yeah.
it was like
Yeah. Who cares about the kids?
Johnny got sick playing outside. Let's
riot? No.
burn the drugstore down.
No. No, it's the Bane pox that are causing the
Okay,
riots.
so this is like a 28 days later sort of thing.
Yeah, basically.
Well, okay. There's a couple ways to go to this. I guess column A, and now there's a lazy version of that, and I think the non-lazy version of that can also be the column B game.
Okay.
Like, I don't think this
Yeah.
is exclusive.
Okay.
The lazy is you can't cure it.
You have to
and
kill him.
All aboard the genocidal train.
Dude.
Yeah. That's the lazy way. Mm-hmm. That's the Splatterhouse
Yeah.
28 Days Later version.
Yeah.
They're all Bane zombies, back to back, Michael Bay, you know, action time, explosion. Wow!
You know, yeah. Chainsaw hands. I mean,
Yeah.
Whatever.
Look,
That's fun.
it can be fun every now and then. Yeah.
Make it a
But-
fun thing then.
Yeah.
But
But that's the lazy version of that story. The other version, and again, it's not exclusive to column B at that point,
no.
is a more relaxed approach to this, a more cautious approach,
Okay.
where you learn about what these quote the Bane pox is, the strange Bane sickness. You know how these Banes. What are these Banes? How do they behave? What can we do about them? It seems are they is this normal possession? Because by the way it's worded poorly, it sounds like that maybe this is a different type of possession. Mm-hmm. So now, do we look for a method of curing them?
Do they get little blisters, and when those blisters pop, little Banes pop out?
Ew, gross.
Awesome. Is that like we've already established you can catch spiders? Now, are we catching scrags now?
Yes.
Little tiny scrags.
Double gross.
But no, does this behave like normal Bane possession?
Right.
And if it doesn't, then maybe you can fix it. Because you don't want to go genociding Michael Baytown, because you will be in the paper tomorrow.
Unless you kill the people who work at the paper.
Except.
But you know what I'm saying.
Right, until, Mr. Jones's sister comes into town.
And finds everybody dead.
Just a giant blood smear in all of the vultures.
Yes.
Population vultures.
Population tire?
Then you're in the paper tomorrow. Yes, population tire. You're in the paper
I
tomorrow.
was gonna say tumbleweed.
Strong Badia is done. And you've got the feds. You've got
You got everything.
you have a massive fucking potential veil breach.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's what you don't want in column B.
Right.
Or in the other way to do it. And so maybe trying to find a cure, trying to find a way to slow it at least, or to, you know what I mean?
Yeah. To depossess.
No, that's
Okay.
mind blown a little bit.
No, that takes you through maybe trips to the Umbra, trying to find particular spirits of particular herbs, or, maybe an Umbral quest, something, something on a larger scale.
Yeah, a much larger scale, because you're not going to be able to figure that out right away.
Well, and all the while you got the ticking clock.
Exactly.
Because the population is slowly getting more and more
Diminishing.
affected. Yeah, Mm-hmm. Oh, what else? What else we got?
Okay. A lost cub begins her first change and is assaulted by black spirals. Will the PCs save her from their cruel intentions?
Probably not. I mean, if they're already there. I mean, according to that, the spirals are already at her.
Yeah.
And the Cubs, your pack didn't even know about it. So no, I don't think they will.
Like
a lazy way to put it.
they just stumble upon this girl who's in the middle of her first change, surrounded by black spirals, and go.
But I mean, here you go.
Yeah.
This is the laziest version of that story, no matter what we do.
Yeah.
What are the numbers?
Yeah, I was going to say, if
This
you're
is a
looking
fight, and what are the numbers? The end.
Right?
Yeah. Well, if you're looking at a pack A or a column A, and then it's a new pack, they're probably not strong enough to take on spirals yet.
But you can't let them go.
You can't let them go.
So they're going to try anyway, depending on the numbers.
Right.
Or they're going to track them to, possibly the hive, in which case it's already above their pay grade, so they're done.
Yeah.
Their part's done. That's it.
Well, and then they've got this lost cub who's in the middle of her first change. So, like...
Already freaking out.
She's already a frenzy monster.
Mm-hmm.
And so, like...
Well, she's probably passed out due to exhaustion or shock or violence.
Well, but my thing is, like, say our group is, like, right there when she's frenzying. Like, do they attack her? Does she attack them?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. So,
Everyone's
like,
an enemy.
they might have to, like, pop her and put her on the ground.
Yeah. You better.
Like, yeah. You'd better.
Yeah.
When you're chasing dumbass Krynos through the burbs. Sweet.
Next one. Okay. It's revealed that the Scottish king, a werewolf, Macbeth, had a white howler treasure among his belongings. Lost since his death, the treasure has become a thing of legend among the Garu, and the PCs are sent to find it. Porter looks irritated again.
Porter is so irritated.
Because let's change such a huge name.
I'm
English
dying
culture
here.
Of Macbeth to a werewolf.
So William Shakespeare once wrote a play
Shakespeare.
about a Garu king who had the pants from a member of the Picts. We're not friends anymore.
You can't fire me this time for this one. I'm just reading it.
I can take your keys when I leave. I'm trying to think of something. There's going to be... How dare you? No, what even is that?
Ridiculous?
I mean, if it's just a legend, you know what? Fuck you, Abyss Crawl.
Ooh.
What?
Abyss Crawl. Fuck off. All things lost end up in the abyss. Suck it.
Oh. Oh, no.
So no story then.
No.
No.
You go to the abyss and you find it.
That sounds horrible.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's what you get.
It also sounds like you'd never win.
Well,
It's possible.
welcome to Suckland.
I am... That's all I'm giving that question. That's the end of that scenario.
Not even a column A or column B?
That's an Abyss Crawl. How dare you?
All right.
I'll try. All right, fine. I don't want to. It's under duress.
That's fair. I mean, it's just something.
The idea of a lost white howler fetish that'll make everything okay. I know it didn't say that, but of course it will. It's already column A shit.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be,
But it is.
but it is.
And it can be fun for column A players.
No, absolutely, which is why I'm trying to be fair to the question. Even though.
Getting this stink eye
This
right now.
motherfucker.
I'm so glad Danny read that question.
It was Joey's pick.
That could be fun. I'm sure she gave it to you on purpose. Especially in the case of like a lost weapon or a piece of armor. I mean, there's a cliche here.
Yeah.
But, those things are around for a reason. So, at that point we're talking Excalibur. We're talking about the Holy Grail kind of thing. And maybe there's something with...
Macbeth's pants.
I'm ignoring why is Macbeth in it? What was it just seems like
All right, so insert random historical fiction character here.
it just seems like a really lazy way to make it sound deeper than it is.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
What's Sir Isaac Newton's coat rack? What? Shut up! It's a coat rack.
For his many coats.
I kind of now want Sir Isaac Newton's coat rack.
I have it. I'll give it to you.
Okay, cool.
Where'd you get it?
Shush.
The Abyss?
Cut his mic.
Okay.
I'm just going to scream into hers then.
No, and I could see that even as a column A adventure, making that even kind of epic, the idea of finding this lost thing. Mm-hmm. And fine, we're going to put Shakespeare in it too. Then maybe that's how they learn about red herrings. Because they have to read a bunch of Shakespeare and find out that's not going to fucking help them. Look at how much help this isn't going to be. Now you've learned about red herrings. So...
No, well done. I'm applauding you.
Thank you. So, you have them on this essential goose chase through maybe some, Scottish moors and castles. Maybe lure them a bit toward the not the Temple Obscure, Jesus Christ, the Mile Deep Lock. Okay. Not very close to the Mile Deep Lock, but close enough where you can creep them out. And maybe there's nothing to it, and, that's where I'll take it. Make this a challenge for me. I will treat this legitimately.
Okay.
Not on purpose.
The tale's bullshit. Mm-hmm. It's a trap. It's a lure.
Nice.
You get these groups of dumb assholes who think I'm gonna find Excalibur and it's gonna save the apocalypse, and no one before me has ever heard of this.
It's a trap.
It's a trap. Take them deep in the Scottish Highlands near the Mile Deep Lock, where it's just a quick snatch and grab down to the Temple Obscura. Welcome to the Black Spirals, and they get to find that out in spades. They get to find that out the hard way.
Wow. That's awesome.
That's what I would do.
That's what we get for giving them a shit one again.
No, I'm liking this. I'm going to treat it like a challenge instead of you just being a prick.
I'm not being a prick on purpose.
You earlier admitted this was half revenge.
I was taking the opportunity.
Yeah. We're going to, okay. What do we got next?
It was there. Might as well do it.
Okay. Now, this one, I liked this one. And you might get annoyed by it, but I have a reason for asking this one.
All right.
Part of the PC's area is an old house where a lot of murders took place. Again, words is hard, people. Its sickness is influencing the area, making things worse. Worse than what? I don't know.
Thank you.
The pack must brave ghosts, and possibly worse, to discover the root of the problem. So, the key word I picked up on is ghosts.
Boog it out.
Yes, not spirits, ghosts. Now, if you had a strider in the pack, things get a whole lot fuzzier.
Yeah, it does. If you have a strider in that pack, oh my god.
Yeah.
Leave.
Find a new place to call home.
Kind of. Because you say a past. We don't know what kind of past or how long past means.
Right,
specifically. Right. Past could be 20 minutes. Past could be 100 years.
Yeah.
And the further we get toward that second thing, the less you want to be involved with that shit.
Yeah.
Because that is it's at least a chronicle. Clearing that up, making nice with the ghosts, if that's possible. A particular angry spirit, maybe? Mm-hmm. Maybe go through trials or.
But if there's the terms axe murder house in the name of the house, maybe.
So it's got the urban legend.
It's saying there's ghosts and possibly worse.
Yeah, there's the point of maybe there aren't ghosts there.
Maybe it's just scrags and.
A conglomeration of various banes. Or, you have the instances of the urban legends, being brought to life due to their, due to the residents, the belief in, so you could go that route. Something that would also be neat is maybe I just slid into column B here, is a variant of the Oblafet.
Okay.
Which is I know you're shaking. I know you don't. I know you know what it is. You don't know.
I have no idea what that is.
I know. I already know. I'm going to help you.
All right.
I'm going to help you, you creep.
You going to hold his hand and walk him through
I'm not touching him. Oblafet is a picture like a jellyfish type looking bane, like a giant kind of jellyfish looking thing. And what it does traditionally is it'll crouch down and hunker down on top of an apartment complex and dig its fucking tentacles in.
Okay.
And feed off the paranoia and misery of the people inside of that building.
Wow.
And it secretes this little, whatever, that people are at best unwilling to discuss anything that goes on inside of that building, outside of that building.
Wow.
So it just creates this kind of cone of silence. Only us who live here can know the secrets, but we also don't trust each other, and
So
we're
nobody
paranoid and
talks
miserable, and it just feeds the thing.
Wow.
And so I would do like an offshoot of it that maybe is infecting the neighborhood through the house.
Neat.
All right.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I'm still thinking of it. It's, yeah.
I've always wanted a good excuse to use an amplified. I just can't find one.
So you just made one right
Because
there.
it's so localized,
Right.
Like, you don't know anyone who lives in an apartment. And you're going to have to know them to give a shit to do the thing.
Yeah.
Good point. But still.
Also, I'd have it perched underground as opposed to on top, because that's a little obvious.
Yeah.
I wonder what the problem is. Let's check the... Oh, it's that.
Oh, it's that.
That's the problem, everybody. We got it. Johnny, get the flamethrower.
All right. Next one then. The pack catches word of illegal drug tests taking place on illegal immigrants smuggled and trafficked people by a pharmaceutical company. In reality, there's very little testing going on, but the company is setting a trap for the Garu in order to try and find a way to synthesize their healing factors. In short, they want to capture and experiment on them. A couple subplot for that is a Pentex first team is in place to apprehend werewolves. And the other one is, while it's a Pentex subsidiary that's doing the capturing, they do so at the behest of someone else. A member of the... Joey, what is that word?
Progenitors Convention.
Progenitors Convention, perhaps?
So I think maybe we take the first part.
I guess I'm going to say you did it already. That's the story.
So the two subplot were just makes up the rest of the story.
And like it's...
Again.
You guys got me. You have it.
verbatim.
It's all right there. I don't... Like, I mean, like, I'm not trying to blow it off. It's just, it's already done.
That one's a good one.
Yeah, that's fine. That's already done for you.
So skip it.
One, his first one, the Pentex first team, waiting to apprehend the werewolves. Would you say that's the column A plot?
That would have to be the column A plot.
Okay. And then the column B plot is that the illegal drug company is actually working for somebody else.
Yeah.
Okay.
And again, those aren't exclusive because you can do that anyway.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, that was very detailed. It was so detailed, I don't know.
Yeah.
That's just like the whole plot of the movie.
Okay.
Yeah, well.
Moving on.
Yeah, I guess so.
No,
No,
Hey,
you're right.
no,
You
you're fine.
just picked a bad one, I guess.
what would you do? Well, you just gave me 4 options.
One of them.
Yeah. That's
All
fine.
of them.
All of them, yeah.
Okay. A Nexus crawler attacks the Sept, trying to violate the Cairn. It's all hands to
Gross.
borders, and don't forget your clave.
All right.
Well, first, Nexus Crawler. Oh, shit.
Well, that's actually kind of interesting.
Okay.
But that's over here.
Yep.
Well, look at the column A, and you've got a couple ways. You got the lazy way is let's just fight Michael Bay.
Everybody grab their clave.
Yeah, everyone grabbed the claves that you shouldn't have. And Michael Bay.
Yeah.
There's just explosions, and let's be the dumbest possible version of this, and just, balls to the wall, let's kill the thing. Mm-hmm. And you will, because there's a whole sept of you.
Yes.
So enjoy that 20-minute game. The other way to do it
Okay.
is that I'm going to say the threat, and not a Nexus crawler. Unless
Okay.
this is a sept of like 5 people. It becomes insurmountable. And at that point, what I would do is force the Cubs, force your players to retreat. Maybe a elder or someone in between is ordered to escort the kids the fuck out of here.
Gotcha.
Because they know how bad a Nexus Crawler could be.
Sure.
Or
what
the
else
threat.
is coming. Yeah.
Yeah.
We're using the threat as
The
a nebulous
threat. Got
thing.
it.
And maybe the Cairn falls, maybe it doesn't. Because maybe when you're taking that moon bridge to get to help, right?
Yep.
To get away, and sure, you're going to go help if you can. Right.
Right.
What if that bridge collapses? Which implies the Cairn falls.
Mm-hmm.
It could just be a shitty moon bridge.
Yeah.
And things happen. So now you have this group that lands somewhere. has to figure out where they are. Maybe the elder dies in the process of this crash.
Oh, shit.
You know, probably saving the cubs.
Right. Makes sense.
Yeah. And now they're on their own trying to figure out where they are, what the hell happened, how to get back home, is there a home?
And, you know, do they go forward, do they go back?
Exactly.
You know? Because, I mean, hopefully they were told where they were going.
Doubt it.
Really?
Why do you need to know? You're following the elder. You're shutting up and doing what you're told and following the elder. This isn't debate time. This isn't do you wish to take this assignment time. This is retreat time. Go through the fucking moon bridge. Why? Because I said so. When you're handheld, you're in the wrong fucking business. It's the Gyro Nation, not the Care Bear Nation. Fuck off.
Leave my Care Bears alone.
You go there and question orders all day long.
See, Porter got real serious right there, but like he was acting as that elder. He had the mannerisms of another elder in our sept, so it's just like that wasn't Porter for a few seconds there.
There is no Dana, only Zool.
Just give me a little context.
No, that's fair. Yeah,
they understand.
Yeah, we switched in character-esque there to
Yeah.
you know, we
Make it definitely intense.
put the fucking point on it. You know what I mean? Now for column B, do something interesting. You take the Nexus crawler. You take it out because you're in a sept and it's a Nexus crawler.
Yeah, A.
Just one. Not it in a bunch of Banes, not it in a pack of Thunderworms, not it in a couple of packs of Spirals or a first team. And you go, well, that was fucked up. That was weird. Let's check around.
Yep.
Yeah,
And you
because why
find
would a
nothing.
Nexus crawler attack?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Why is a Nexus crawler there?
This is a weird random happenstance because Nexus crawlers don't work that way.
Yep.
They're not like, I'm bored, I'm going to take a cairn today. That's not how their brains work. So you go, what a weird, crazy, random happenstance. Let's bury Jeff because his blood got turned into gelatin.
Sure.
Whatever. You know, we get a loss or two because it's a Nexus crawler. Come on,
Yeah.
let's be fair. But we live our lives. And then the next day, a Nexus crawler attacks the cairn.
And you're like, wait. And you take it down.
Yeah, but now you have less people.
Well, suddenly it's not a coincidence.
Yeah, because 2 days in a row, Nexus crawlers have attacked the Cairn.
Yeah.
What's going on? Why? How? Who?
Oh no!
And that becomes and that becomes the story.
Yeah.
Where maybe you find out that, and fuck it, I'll just say what I'm thinking right now. It's a little nod to the old rage cards. Is someone has uncovered the bones of Shekar Hind. Which, if you don't know the rage card, that's fine. It would be the hand bones of a powerful Miss Thurge, who the hand bones have been assembled on a ring, and when activated, this fetish allows the user to control spirits, all spirits.
Including Nexus crawlers.
And, yeah, including worm
Holy
spirits.
Shit.
They bend the spirits to their will.
Yep.
Oh my god.
Oh, he is going to need more string.
Yeah.
So now you make it about finding out what's going on, linking it to Shekar Hind, the discovery that this character existed, you know, and that she was powerful enough to have a fetish of her own bones. Who has it now? Why are they doing this? These are things for you to figure out, storyteller of Column B group. But
Yes.
that's what I do, which I find more interesting than the first thing, but the first thing's good too.
Yeah.
That's cool. I like that one.
Okay. Your turn to ask a question.
There's a spiral in front of you. Which happens next?
A new fad is spreading through the city, but what's the hidden cost? When the PCs discover it, can they do anything to stop it?
Well, what's the fad?
Could be jelly bracelets.
Jelly bracelets?
I was going to go Tide Pods. And my answer's going to be not care.
Yeah. It's the world of darkness.
Thanks for thinning the herd.
It's the world of darkness.
Tide Pods.
No, I think nothing. I think maybe an elder is expressing concern,
Okay.
or maybe not an elder, maybe someone less credible.
Okay.
Okay, someone's like, this guy's always on about something, but he's not nobody, and you are. So look into it.
Gotcha.
And it seems like nothing. You know, and I think the first thing, and this isn't, it's not the one you use. Make up your own, but the first thing I think is the fucking, the Pentex Play-Doh. I forget the name of it, but you know what I'm talking about.
Yep.
The Gushido or whatever, that's
Yeah.
sentient and like chokes the life out of kids when no one's around.
Oh, what the fuck?
Like that.
Yeah.
And so it's all fun and games and no one gives a shit until, like, someone's daughter gets killed by it.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so don't
So-
make it
so-
a problem until it's
Right.
close to home.
We don't give a
Affecting
shit
the
until it
nation.
hurts someone in the nation.
Gotcha.
Because why do we care until it hurts someone in the nation? And I mean, from a player's perspective, I mean, you guys could be sitting there and say, well, we care about human life. Right, but you're
Yeah.
not Garu.
Garu really...
Shouldn't.
Yeah.
Not a whole lot.
Right?
It's just omelets and eggs, man. You gotta... I'm not human. This isn't my problem. My problem is to make the world keep turning.
Yeah. We're
They-
fighting a bigger fight.
Right? You let them eat the Tide Pods. Who cares? Less of them is less trouble.
Yeah. less potential veil breaches.
Right? So, there it is. Yeah, so you make it a problem once you've ignored the problem and laughed it off, and then it ends up killing someone's kinfolk kid.
Okay. I like that.
Then you trace it back to
Whatever it is.
whatever it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that depends on what the stupid fat is.
Yeah.
So, but probably Pentax. Just probably.
just 9 out of 10 it's going to
I was
be.
gonna say,
If it's a product, then yeah, it's probably. Yeah.
Okay. This one made me giggle. The PCs discover that 2 Guru are having an affair, and their experiences have made them very close. What will the PCs do?
Like, that's not. I can't go anywhere with that. You know, but I know why you're laughing because I have run that subplot before. I had a couple NPCs, yeah, that were barely even subtly.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
it was
Barely,
bad.
barely even subtly. And so that's why that got brought up. There's not a... You've already got the story there.
Yeah.
It's a bottle episode. It's what do we do about it?
And it's one of those things like, I think it depends on where you're drawing the litany. Like, you know, is it being in a relationship? I mean, where is that line in that litany for your group?
Well, the line is the word mate.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, your group makes the argument. That's the story.
Right. Right.
This is what you do. And so I can't...
And
Column A, column B, it's the same fucking story.
it's the same story.
The conclusion might be different, but there you go.
But it just made me giggle.
No, that's fair.
yeah, it also depends on the PCs, because is there a Philodox in the group? You know, are they supposed to think this way? Are they a Ragabash where they don't give a shit?
Being a Ragamush doesn't mean you don't give a shit.
No, but
We're all just folk, man. And you get different mileage.
maybe they just don't agree with that part of the litany, or Philodox even. Maybe that guru specifically just doesn't agree with that part of the litany.
Well, right, and then that's the thing, is that it comes back to, that depends on your group and the outcome they're in, but the story is, what do we do about it?
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so I think we have time for one more.
Okay. Danny, you gonna close this out, or is,
Yeah, I'll do one more.
You sure?
Last pick.
Last pick. Make it a good one.
What's your favorite number?
77.
Okay, you want 77. A small earthquake has opened up a sealed passage in a set of caves, releasing a swarm of banes. Something sinister sounds in the deep earth, and the pack must investigate. Man, Dan can't read today.
Today?
I like how he's talking in third person.
I'm into it. I like that setup.
Yeah.
No, that's exactly the one I was looking for. I'm glad you found it first.
No, because and I see what you guys are doing here. You're doing it again.
What could he ever be talking about?
You know. So, like, I'm not... There are similarities to their current chronicle here. It's not the same thing, but there are similarities. And they're being cute. They're not going to get anything, and they both know it.
Whatever could he be talking about?
Yeah.
I'm just reading from the paper, Porter.
Well played. No, that can be really cool. You know, that idea of exploring in the dark, and, you know, I love the idea of those that were long ago sealed. You guys know that. Those are themes I enjoy. You know, the idea of, ooh, you know what?
Okay.
I got it. Okay.
His eyes just lit
So
up.
you go exploring, right? And you find out that Macbeth hid a secret White Howler weapon there.
You son of a bitch.
Yeah, that's my time, folks. So, hey, we want to thank you for tuning in. As always, if you like what you heard, let us know. If you didn't like what you heard, let us know. We can fight about it. It's fine. Make sure to rate us, to subscribe, to give us the thumbs up. It helps us get out there for other people. Remember, we got our Discord. We've got our forums. We got the website where we'd love to have you.
And we're still rocking that contest.
We are still rocking the contest. We've got to the end of the month. We hope we can get somebody, and maybe it's you, and some store credit for Drive-Thru RPG so you can add more books to your collection. In the meantime, don't forget to check out our store.
Yeah.
Yep. And on behalf of everyone here at Submarine Studios, I want to say thank you for listening and take care of each other. Be excellent. Have a good one.